Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like up. There were reports about a potential internal move in WWE following WrestleMania 41. One of the stars linked to the move is seemingly heading in a different direction after what happened on Sunday outside the Triple A-led company. According to Corey Hayes of Bodyslam.net, Trick Williams and Lola Vice were under consideration regarding a call-up to the main roster. Williams has been in NXT since 2021, with 2 reigns as NXT champion and a run as NXT North American champion. Vice has been in developmental since 2022 and has significantly improved over the past couple of years. Regarding Williams, it seems like the call-up might not be happening soon, after he made a shocking appearance at TNA Rebellion in Los Angeles on Sunday. After Joe Hendry successfully defended his TNA World Championship against Frankie Kazarian and Ethan Page, Williams attacked him with a spinning bicycle kick and his trick shot finisher. It signaled his interest in pursuing the TNA World title. WWE and TNA's partnership has mainly involved NXT talents, although Joe Hendry did appear at WrestleMania 41 to challenge Randy Orton. So a possible call-up for Trick Williams is still possible. But plans are always subject to change. After Trick Williams' actions made headlines, NXT's head of creative, Shawn Michaels, invited Joe Hendry to appear on Tuesday's episode of NXT. Hendry will be free to address Williams, who will likely get a shot at the TNA World title since the Scottish star is a fighting champion. Hendry has already appeared on NXT multiple times, but a matchup between him and Williams is going to be a must-watch for fans. He previously challenged Ethan Page for the NXT Championship, with Williams as the special guest referee, so there's a brief history between the two. Juan Paulo David has been covering all things WWE for Sportskeeda since 2020 and has 8 years of experience in content writing. He holds a degree in agriculture, but has been a fan of pro wrestling since a kid. This love for the entertainment sport led him to write about it. Juan writes well-researched articles, not only to ensure that he presents readers with correct facts and figures, but also because he wants to learn as much as possible about the topics he writes about. Edge is Juan's all-time favorite wrestler. He grew up watching Edge and Christian and was a huge fan of their tag team. So much so that if he could go back in time, he would manage the duo and let them know that he can play their entrance themes with a kazoo. Besides wrestling, Juan loves to watch NBA or a Dortmund game. He also enjoys watching TV and movies during his free time. He works as a writer in SK's basketball division. The world of professional wrestling thrives on shocks, swerves, and seismic shifts, and in what could be the biggest locker room buzz of the quarter, a major internal WWE move has fans, insiders, and superstars buzzing. The name at the center of the storm? Jax Kingston, the enigmatic, divisive, and impossibly gifted star who has spent the last year toeing the line between mid-card excellence and main event destiny. Sources within WWE's Stamford headquarters have confirmed what was only whispered a week ago. Jax Kingston is on the verge of a massive character repackaging and potential brand switch, marking a pivotal moment in his tumultuous WWE journey. Kingston's story in WWE has always been atypical. Signed from the indie darling scene, where he cut his teeth with blistering promos and stiff strong-style matches, Kingston debuted in NXT with sky-high expectations. His initial run saw him win the North American Championship within 6 months, a sign of trust from management, and a glimpse into what could have been a meteoric rise. Injuries, timing, and inconsistent creative shackled Kingston's rise. He was drafted to SmackDown during the 2023 WWE Draft, only to be used sporadically. 1 week in a high-profile bout against Late Night, the next vanishing into the dreaded creative has nothing for you void. However, behind the scenes, Kingston reportedly remained vocal about his character's direction. Not in a disruptive sense, but in the passionate, calculated manner of someone who deeply understands the business. WWE higher-ups took notice. According to Winsider and later confirmed by Fightful Select, Kingston was recently pulled from all house show bookings and TV matches for a quiet internal reassignment. While initially feared to be disciplinary or injury-related, It's now been revealed that Jax has spent the last 6 weeks working closely with the WWE creative team as part of a talent development hybrid initiative. "He's got one of the sharpest minds in the locker room," said one anonymous WBE producer. "He's not just pitching storylines for himself. He's helping shape arcs for up-and-coming talent. We haven't seen something like this since CM Punk took on agent-like responsibilities in Ring of Honor." While not officially a producer, Kingston's new creative liaison status appears to be part of WWE's new initiative to groom wrestlers for backstage influence, a plan that's become more visible in the Triple H era, where long-term storytelling and character depth are again paramount. The bombshell comes with even more exciting news for fans. Kingston is expected to return to television as early as Backlash, but not as the same man who left. A trademark filing made 2 weeks ago by WWE under the term "The Kingdom Reigns" has all but confirmed the return of Kingston's original independent wrestling persona, Kingdom, a dark, cerebral anti-hero with a burn-the-throne attitude. This version of Kingston was known for cutting sermons of vengeance, often wrapped in poetic fury. In a backstage interview from 2022, Kingston said, "Kingdom is the version of me that was too honest for corporate wrestling. But now they're ready." Sources say WWE plans to debut the new Kingdom Reigns character with a cinematic promo shot in the ruins of a church, symbolizing Kingston's rebirth and disillusionment with authority. A potential shot across the bow at current champions or even the authority figure in power. Seth Rollins, speaking on Logan Paul's MPAUSIV podcast, hinted at a guy in the locker room who's about to change the game creatively, and many now believe he was referring to Kingston. Natalya tweeted cryptically, "Some people wait for doors, some build kingdoms." #respect, adding more fuel to speculation. Meanwhile, AEW's Swerve Strickland even offered public praise in a recent interview with Wrestling Observer Radio. Jax Kingston has been underappreciated for way too long. If they let him off the leash, he'll own every segment. Even Paul Heyman reportedly gave Kingston his nod of approval in a closed-door creative meeting. High praise from the man known to shape stars from clay. This development could be game-changing not just for Kingston, but for the landscape of WWE's upper mid-card, with multiple injuries, including Kevin Owens and Sheamus. Fitting the roster's veteran presence, Kingston's repackaged persona could be inserted into high-profile feuds almost immediately. Insiders speculate that the Kingdom could be heading toward a collision with Intercontinental Champion Gunther, a philosophical and stylistic clash ripe for physical storytelling. Others believe he might target Cody Rhodes, perhaps blaming the American Nightmare for symbolizing everything fake about sports entertainment. A dark horse theory? That Kingston leads a new stable of disgruntled stars, a modern-day Nexus-like faction intent on burning the brand to the ground. One source within WWE Creative mused, "The new version of Jax isn't about gold. He's about purity, about truth. Imagine Bray Wyatt's mystique, with Punk's venom and Black's intensity." In an era where so many wrestling characters blur the lines between real and work, Jax Kingston's return as the Kingdom promises to be both, a culmination of real frustration and pure storytelling artistry. If all goes as planned, Backlash may not just be the return of a character. It could be the arrival of a movement, one that will reshape how WWE defines its next generation of main event talent. WWE's internal move might have started as an experiment, but by the time the Kingdom walks down that ramp again, it may very well become a revolution.